In the previous episode, Makima had sent Power to live with Hayakawa and Denji, where Power gave permission to Denji to touch her oranges. Now, Denji is surprised after hearing this, because finally his dream is going to come true today. So, he doesn't delay much and starts pressing the oranges of Power. She is also enjoying this a lot. That's when Denji realizes there's something wrong with Power's oranges. Suddenly, something falls from inside the cloth of Power. He is completely shocked to see this. However, he does not know about it. Denji picks up this item in his hand and asks Power what it is. She then tells Denji that these are breast pads. That makes her bosom look bigger. Denji is shocked to hear this from her, but from his expression, it seemed that he was not enjoying it at all. Then Power starts saying that the 2 squeezes are still remain, so she asks Denji to squeezes again. After this, he again touches her oranges in fear, but then immediately withdraws his hands. Still, Denji has one more chance left, so Power asks again Denji to do the same. And in this way, the agreement of Power and Denji is completed. But Denji did not seem happy with this, so Power asks him if it was not fantastic. But he does not give any answer to her, and at this time, he was thinking about something else. Power then tells Denji that he is very lucky to have grasped such splendorous things. She says that now they are even with Maui saved, so she has no real reason to hunt devils any longer. But yet there is no escaping Makima, so she decides to aid him all with his duty. At this time Denji wants to say a lot, but can't speak a word. After this, Power leaves from here laughing, but Denji is still completely shocked. And the next day, he was thinking about the same thing. After some time, he goes to have breakfast with Hayakawa and Power, but still his focus is not on the breakfast. Seeing this, Power spreads his breakfast on the table. After this, Denji goes on his duty with Power. She asks him where they will slaughter devils today. But Denji was not paying attention to her words. That's why he doesn't answer her. After some time, he comes to Makima, where she is getting Denji to fill the apology form for the damage of the buildings. Because during the fight with the Bat Devil and Leech Devil, he caused a lot of damage. Simultaneously, Makima asks Denji to put a stamp on the verifying paper of the disposal of the devil's body. But he still seemed upset about something. That's why his attention is not here now. Seeing his condition, Makima says that she hates making him do all this paperwork, because it is almost like killing the Bat Devil was a bad thing. She then asks him if something is bothering him. Hearing this, Denji says that there is something I wanted chasing after, and I finally managed to get it. But once I did, it was not as big of a deal as I thought. So now I am wondering, if I go after something else and get my hands on it, I just gonna think I was happier during the chase. Now, Denji realizes that all this stuff is bullshit, due to which he is getting very angry with himself. Seeing this, Makima asks him what exactly he is talking about. Denji then tells her that he touched oranges for the first, but it was not that great. Hearing this, Makima comes to him and holds his hand. Denji is completely shocked by this, and he has no idea what Makima is about to do. Then she tells him that when it comes to lovemaking, the better he understands the other person the better it feels. But Denji could not believe that Makima could do such things with him. She tells him that it is hard to understand how someone else feels. So, she suggests him to start with observing the hand carefully, as, how long are their fingers? Are their palms cold, or are they warm? Apart from this, Makima tells Denji many other things. She then asks Denji if his finger ever had bitten, but Denji know nothing about it. So, Makima does this with him, and asks him to remember this feeling, so that, even if he can't see, he will be able to tell it is her, from how hard she is biting. Denji is feeling this first time, and Makima asks him to remember the feeling. At the same time, she lets Denji to touch her lips as well, after which, he tells her that he got it. But then Makima puts Denji's hand on her orange. This makes Denji very surprised, because he never expected this from Makima. So, he distances himself from her. But still Makima comes close to him. This time, she moves her lips very close to Denji's. She tells him that she would like to ask him to do something for her. Hearing this, Denji starts asking about it in surprise. Makima then sits on the chair in front of him, and says that she wants him to beat the Gun Devil. But Denji had never heard of the Gun Devil, so he asks Makima about it. Then she tells him that it appeared in America 13 years ago, but nobody knows where it is now. And it is a very strong devil that all hunters want to kill. Now, Denji starts listening carefully to all of Makima's words. She tells Denji that she happens to think that he can kill it, because he is not like any of other devil hunters. So, if he is able to kill the Gun Devil, she will make any wish of his come true. Denji does not believe after hearing this, so he confirms again that if he kills the Gun Devil, she is really gonna make any wish of his come true. Then Makima says yes to him. Denji gets very excited hearing this, because after killing the gun devil, any of his dream can be fulfilled. He thinks about it for a while, and asks Makima if his dream of lovemaking can also come true, to which Makima says that if he can complete this work, then she is ready to do whatever he says. Hearing this, Denji could not believe that even it is allowed. Then Makima says that it is only allowed because this devil is so strong and bad. People were trying to profit off of guns as a countermeasure against devils across the world, which resulted in an increase in crime and conflict. The news forecast on it non-stop for a while, with people more afraid of gun violence than ever, due to which the situation started getting worse. Then a major armed terrorist attack happened in America, and that was the day the gun devil appeared. In the next scene, we see a family. They are watching the news on TV. Teo was studying with his parents. Just then, his elder brother comes there, who wants to go out and play with him. But his father says that Teo doesn't feel well, so he should find something he can play by himself. Hearing this, he gets angry and says that Teo never does, and he doesn't remember him feeling good. To this, his mother says that he is the older brother, so he should be good and play by himself. Hearing this, the elder brother gets sad. Just then, Teo gets ready to play with him, and he goes outside with his older brother without worrying. Now, both of them walk together and go some distance away from their house, where only snow is spread all around. But Teo's brother was still sad, and he tells Teo to leave. However, he was lost in another thought, and he continues to follow him. Seeing this, his elder brother throws snow on him, because he doesn't want to play with him. Just then, Teo also throws snow at his elder brother. Now, both start to play with each other like this for a long time, and during this both are enjoying. But Teo's hands get cold because of the snow, and after playing for so long his brother also gets tired. But if Teo catch a cold, his brother is going to get in trouble. He then tells Teo that his hands won't get cold if they play catch. So, he asks him to grab gloves from the house. Hearing this, he becomes very happy, and then immediately goes back from here to take the gloves. But today his brother was also happy to play with him. After this, Teo goes inside the house. Suddenly, there is a very strong wind, because of which their house is completely destroyed. But that day, only in a little under 5 minutes, 1.2 million people were killed. Makima tells Denji that this was done by the gun devil, but it has not been seen since. That day, Teo's elder brother lost his entire family in front of his eyes. Makima further explains to Denji that the fear of devils across the board increased as a result, making them all stronger than ever before. So, gun control got a lot more severe in an attempt to take in the gun devil, and along with censorship of the news was increased. Hearing all this, Denji says that he is not sure he understands, but let's say this thing is so strong, it is hard to understand. Makima then asks Denji if he thinks he can beat it. After this, Denji gets ready for this task. He says that if he busts out all the stops, it will be a piece of cake. To this, Makima says that first they will need to actually find the gun devil. Denji asks Makima how exactly they are going to do that, because finding the gun devil is not so easy. Then Makima shows him some pieces of the gun devil, which they have collected. She tells that it is so fast, pieces of it are turned off just from moving. So, if a devil eats some of this, no matter what their nature, they become more powerful. She then shows Denji how they are sticking together, because of how powerful the gun devil is. Once the chunks of flesh reach a certain size, they start to be attracted to the original body. So if they can make this piece bigger, it will lead them to the gun devil. On the other hand, Hayakawa and Himeno have killed a devil. She is surprised that it really was snacking on a piece of the gun. But still, she does not understand how such a wimpy devil got so strong. She then asks Hayakawa if it finds that piece, or did someone serve it up. To this, Hayakawa says that doesn't change what their job is, because they keep killing devils, and eventually they will find him. Now, we learn that Hayakawa is actually Teo's elder brother, who had lost his entire family in front of his eyes in his childhood. That's why he wants to avenge his family from the gun devil. Now, public safety has received a request for devil extermination, because a devil has been spotted inside of a hotel. That's why Denji is also going there with power. But still, there is no confirmation on the status of the hotel's guests. In addition, several of the civilian devil hunters who initially went in have been found dead. After a while, Hayakawa arrives here with Denji, Power, and the other 3 agents, because it is believed that the target has consumed a piece of the gun devil. Now, Hayakawa with his team stands in front of the hotel building, but the target is hiding somewhere in this hotel, and this is no ordinary devil. Next, we see that Hayakawa has brought a piece of the gun devil with him. When it is kept in front of the hotel, it starts stirring. So, Hayakawa understands that the target has eaten a piece of the gun devil's flesh. Then Denji says that maybe it is the gun devil for real. Hayakawa says that the more flesh, the stronger the attraction. But the reaction is not big enough. Just then, Power asks Hayakawa to give that thing to her. To this, Hayakawa says that he thought he told the two to work on their manners. Hearing this, both of them get angry. After which, Hayakawa gives gum to both of them, and both calm down about it. Seeing this, Eri starts saying that considering they are about to fight some devils, can they really trust these two to watch their backs? Because one is fiend, and the other is some punk. So, he is not sure about this. To this, Hayakawa says that they can't let them watch their backs. So, on extermination missions they will be taking point. But if they try to run or switch sides, they kill them. On hearing this, Power says that he is treating them like livestock. After which, Hayakawa tells them that they too do not get rights. Denji then tells Power that he is super pissed, and this must be from today morning. Now, Power feels that their prank went too far. At this, Hayakawa angrily says that he could kill them for that. Hearing this, Himeno asks about it, and Power tells Hayakawa that he can't just be harsh all the time. Denji also says that the Bat Devil almost killed him, and now there is more work, so he wants reward. Himeno then says that she will take one for the team. So, whoever kills this devil will win, and she will kiss on the cheek. On hearing this, Eri starts saying that she should not do this, because a young woman who is not married should not be so indecent. But Himeno does not listen to him and is ready to this. Now on hearing this, Denji gets very excited, and he starts remembering the moments spent with Makima. After which, he says that he is not going to sweat the kisses, because he is plenty motivated. Himeno is shocked to hear this. Denji says that he got his sights set on someone for a first kiss already, so he is going to find all these meat chunks or whatever for her. Therefore, until the gun devil is dead, no smooching for him. Hearing this, Himeno says that this is a hell of a thing to say in front Hayakawa. Then Denji says that he learned something real important. Because lovemaking feels better when it is two people who get each other, but he doesn't even know her name, so he is not going after her lips. To this, Himeno says that if he kills the devil, she will give him a kiss with tongue. Denji gets very excited on hearing this, and immediately starts going inside the hotel to kill the devil. Seeing this, Eri tries to stop him, because it is dangerous to run off solo. After some time, Hayakawa also moves to the 8th floor with his team, but Denji still wasn't stopping, so Eri forcefully tries to stop him. He tells Denji that Himeno has been nice enough to train him for the last 6 months. So if the alternative is letting some thug like him kiss her, then he will take that kiss on the cheek. That's when Hayakawa and other people also come here. Power immediately comes to Denji. Hayakawa asks Himeno what her take is on the rookies. Himeno then says that Eri is not super competent, but makes up it in motivation. Meanwhile, Kobe wants to calm them down, but she is really timid. Himeno then asks Hayakawa if any of the 4 rookies have a sort of survival. Hayakawa says that she gets the picture now, but most people either die or go private after a year, regardless of how strong he thought they were. Now Eri leaves Denji. Hayakawa forbids Himeno for kissing, to which Himeno says that it is not really an answer. After this, we see a flashback scene, where Himeno is injured and she came to a cemetery, but there was a man with her, who introduces Himeno to his new partner Hayakawa. He tells her that he is rude, but he has trained him to be of some use. After saying this, the man leaves from there. Hayakawa then introduces himself to Himeno, because both were meeting each other for the first time today. Himeno is very sad right now, and she asks Hayakawa if he is gonna be any help, to which Hayakawa says that he thinks so. Then Himeno says that he is going to be her 6th partner, and the others all died, because they were useless. Hayakawa gets shocked hearing this, after which, Himeno tells him not to die on her. Now, Hayakawa starts moving further inside the hotel with his team, but they are not seeing any devils around here. Suddenly a voice comes from inside a room, so Himeno alerts everyone. After this, the door of the room in front of them opens, and a strange severed head comes out, in which an arm and a leg are also attached. He comes and stands in front of them. Now, everyone is surprised to see this. After this, he goes to attack Kobni while flying, but Himeno uses her power to stop him, and Power immediately kills him with her weapon. Kobni was very scared at this time, but Power is happy to kill that devil. Then Himeno tells them that she has got a contract with the ghost devil. She served up her right eye in exchange for being able to use a ghost's right hand, but her ghost hand is invisible and strong. Hayakawa then checks if he has got any of the gun's flesh, but there is no strong reaction here. Therefore, this is not the one. Now, Himeno tells everyone to move on from here, but Power wants to know about Himeno's power. For that, she grabs Kobni and says what would they do if she is going to kill this one. Hearing this, Hyemno uses her devil's hand to grab her neck and tells her to put the weapon down. But if she misbehaves, she can always choke her to death. Power then tries to free her neck from Hyemno's hand, but her hand is invisible, because of which she is unable to do anything. After this, Hyemno releases her neck. Now, everyone starts moving on from here, and Power angrily says that she will devour her in time. After some time, they come in front of a room, where devil's blood was spread, but Eri is completely shocked. He immediately checks the number of this floor. Then he comes to know that they are still on the 8th floor, while they were about to come on the 9th floor. After listening to him, Denji says that he probably read it wrong. But Eri understood that there is something wrong here, so he goes downstairs to check, but this time he comes out on the upstairs. Everyone is completely surprised by this, because Eri had gone downstairs in front of them, so no one understands what is happening here. After this episode ends, watch the video of the left side if you have missed the previous part, and subscribe.